And let me share real quick that how I
Yes.
became a recruiter.
Yeah.
I got
Super interested to hear it. Yeah.
so I got a phone call. I was at Aramark as an accountant. I was really bored, but I get a phone call out of nowhere. This guy Gary, who's the regional director, and he's like, "Oh, I have these wonderful opportunities for you," and this, and I just flipped the script right away, and I said, "I really like what you're doing."
Huh.
He said, "Would you like to come in?" It's like, "Yeah." Like, okay, when works for you? I said, "How about tomorrow?"
Nice.
He said, "I like your sense of urgency." And then I went in, and sure enough, there was a position available for a job, right? All commission, right? And to manage other accountants, financial analysts. With no leadership experience except my just grit and willingness to show up the next day in a suit, right?
Huh?
I get that opportunity, and I get to place people and put people in roles and stand behind the product and pitch somebody on the phone saying, "Hey, here's a great candidate. Here's their qualifications. Where can they serve well on your team?" Right? And these positions were more project. But in one instance, back then we had like the Fin 48, Sarbanes Oxley was very big. A lot of companies, Fast 109. Arthur Anderson had sung, so did Enron and Tyco, and I used to be a consultant, so I saw it from that side, and now I see it from the placement side. And they wanted a really strong person who has done like financial regulatory work and maybe kind of audit organizations to see for any kind of malfeasance. Okay, like a forensic accountant. And so I found somebody with the experience. Awesome, great. Shows up. Wonderfully qualified. Aced the interview, and then they called me and they said, "How old is he?" And he was 65. And I said, "Is that important?" I said, "Because you told me you only need somebody for a project. Are you looking to hire them? Or do you just want them for the project? Please let me know." "Well, we just want them for the project." I said, "Well, this guy will show up early. He'll get the job done. He's not going to be on apps all day. He's going to be focused and get his job done. That's it. He's not going to worry about who he's going to date tonight or what's for dinner or what's on social media. He wants to do a job and do it well and honorably. So what difference does it make how old he is?" Right? I mean, I imagine you place people in all decades of their life.